Hi there, and welcome to BSF Recovery Team. We were out playing in the woods with the wrecker when we were flagged down and asked if we could help get a Dodge Dakota out of the woods. So we check out the video.
The Dodge Dakota had broke something in the front differential, and the front tires were locked up. His buddies were trying to drag it out of the woods that way, but they weren't having much success. That's why I'm sure there were some smiling faces when we showed up and backed the wrecker in to hook on. With the independent suspension in the Dakota, Mike was a little concerned about the best way to hook on. But with a quick look and a short discussion, we had it figured out in no time.
Yeah, the front half of the control arm.
Calling the professionals?
I just happened to run into him.
When I first started picking up the Dakota, I noticed the bumper moved a little bit, but it stopped before it started crushing plastic. And with the J-hooks on the lower control arms, that's where all the pulling force would come from. So I was pretty confident that we'd make it out of the trail without ripping the bumper off of the Dakota.
Put a little pressure on the plastic. Not too bad. No, there you go. Yeah. But it's not, it doesn't have too much pressure on it. Okay. Good enough. You right in it or you got seats? Okay. All right, that's good.
With everybody safely buckled into the Dakota, we were now ready to make our way back to camp. Mara, seat cover, was trying to get a good shot of the front of the wrecker going through the mud hole, but as I suspected, it was a little too shaky to put in the video. I think we'll have to spend some money on one of those GoPro cameras and the mounting systems before next season. Maybe that way she'll stay seated in her seat at all times instead of slipping around in her seatbelt.
Now where?
The Dakota was riding on the sling real well, and the bumper wasn't moving at all. So we were making pretty good time, but I will admit, because I was watching the bumper on the Dakota so closely, I didn't quite get lined up for a corner that was coming, and ended up cutting it a little too short.
Hold it.
hold it. Hold it, hold it.
Yeah.
Back up.
As you can see, when I tried to back up to swing the corner a little wider, the passenger rear tire on the Dakota wasn't turning and sliding in the mud alongside the trail. That just made things worse. And to top it all off, there was a large log in the middle of the trail, right where the front of the wrecker was.
Nope, he's gonna take the hole.
Making it worse there.
We need to go up next to him, I think.
After a couple of unsuccessful attempts to maneuver away from the stump, I thought it would be best if I stopped and got out to take a closer look at just how much room I had to maneuver. To me, it looked like I had several more feet that I could back up before the tall trees. Of course, I didn't see that stump in the grass. It's a good thing Missy was back there and isn't shy about speaking up.
Stop!
But even with the stump there, that still gave me enough room to swing the corner wider.
The rope is on their bumper!
Ah, there we go. Back on the move again. Note to self, pay attention to both ends of the truck as you're driving.
I saw it after I got here though. Felt it too.
Ah, there's the trail shack. Not too much further now. Once we got back to the campground, we set the Dodge Dakota down, and the owner said he'd winch it up on the trailer himself. Thanks for watching, BSF Recovery Team, and maybe we'll see you in the woods.